witches, guess what? I have the entire house to myself all weekend long. So I thought that I would do a vlog. It was really fun making the last vlog. This is gonna be official vlog 2, but I have the whole house to do all the witchy things that my heart desires. I'm so excited. So I think what I would like to do this weekend, I want to take you along on my little witchy adventures. It's Friday night right now, so I am going to a Hocus Pocus viewing party tonight. Some of my coven mates are getting together to watch the new Hocus Pocus movie, and I'm hoping I can get some shots of that for you because my coven mate's house is amazing. It's like a witchy person's dream come true, so I'm gonna try to get some shots of her house if she consents to that, of course. But for the rest of this weekend, I would like to decorate this whole house for fall, so I definitely want to do some decorating, and for Halloween and Samhain, of course. And then I also want to do some protection magic and pumpkin magic. I kind of want protection magic to be the theme of this vlog, just little bits of protection magic sprinkled throughout the whole vlog, because it is, I mean, 'tis the season for protection magic, right? We're going into shadow season. We're working with spirits a little bit more. The veil is becoming thin, so it is definitely time to up our protections and just make sure that, you know, we're safe as we head into the darker months ahead. So Hocus Pocus party, decorating, movie marathon at some point. I just want this to be a super cozy, comfy vlog. Let's do some magic together. I think I'm gonna do an offering and an invocation for Medusa at some point this weekend. We'll see how much time there is to do all the things that I want to do. And you might be thinking to yourself, Ivy, you are terrible at filming. Listen, I know. I know. I am not a vlogger, okay? But it's fun. Let me live my life. I'm just here to have a good time, okay? So let's have a good time. But first, as always, let's do a quick patron shout out. Thank you so much to Carrie, Molly, Jen, Amy, My Soul's Purpose, Min, Charles, Q, Renesha, Scotty, Mika, Jessica, Emily, Rebecca, Donna, Helena, Hellhound J, Amy Solitary Green, Angela, Kelly, and Andrea. Thank you so much for your continued support, and if anybody's interested in becoming my patron, I have it not on Patreon but on actual YouTube, so I will put the link down below in the description box. But let's just commence all the spooky, witchy activities and let's go to a Hocus Pocus party. Walking into my coven mate's house is like walking into a shop of oddities and curiosities. It is ridiculous the amount of incredible witchy decor she has, and she makes it all herself. I mean, she does all of these bottles herself, the bats, everything. She's so creative. And of course, we had to have the burning rain of death, obviously. Hello, Hocus Pocus. We had some apple cider as well, lots of good food, lots of drinks, just having a good time. And this is Penelope. This is our coven witchling, and she is the star of this vlog. She would like to be famous one day. So everyone, if you want to say hello to Penelope in the comments below, she is absolutely a star. And my mate actually has a legitimate Harry Potter closet. I've never seen anything like this before, but of course we had to show Penelope and have her go in the Harry Potter closet. This was incredible. I mean, she has the castle, the Harry Potter castle on the wall, just the lights, the books. Of course she has the Harry Potter books in there. But who wouldn't want to spend their time in this little reading nook? I would definitely spend all day in here. Oh, there are the books right there. And I think she had a dragon in here as well. Yes, she made that dragon and put it in the Harry Potter closet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, Penelope's dead. Forgot about that. We don't know if she's dead or undead. This house is incredible and I never ever want to leave. She also makes all of these headpieces herself. I don't even know why I'm selling her up so much. I just think that the stuff she makes is cool. Oh, and check this out. Look at this little fairy garden she has inside of a box in her house.
This has got to be the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen. After spending way too much time looking at my mate's decor, it was time to do a ritual. We decided that we needed to do a ritual for our coven mate. She had someone that was harassing her, and let's just say that that person will no longer be bothering her. If you've ever thought about joining a coven, I definitely recommend looking into it. I was a solitary practitioner for years, and it was really only in the past 3 years or so that I sought out a coven and really started to build this coven that we currently have. And I would not go back. I would not change it for anything. The amount of support and love and power that comes from a coven, it's incredible. So definitely, if you're interested in finding a coven, do the research, find a good one, because it's so worth it. Now it was time to start our Hocus Pocus viewing party finally. Of course, she had these ridiculously adorable popcorn bowls. I mean, she would. Anyways, it was time to enjoy the movie.
I am back from shopping, pumpkin patch, home goods, all the things. I got some super cute pumpkins, both live and not live, so I can't wait to show you those. We'll definitely do a little decorating around here, getting it feeling like autumn, but I just got home and I got a package. So I got some magic mail. I just opened the top of it, but I haven't unboxed it, so I figured that we could unbox this together maybe. There's a metaphysical shop that I love, and they are called, I think they're called Practical Magick. I'm gonna try to find their website and link it below in the description box. They are actually on the East Coast. I live on the West Coast, so I order everything online, but they do awesome sales, like live sales on Facebook, and then I think they also have an app as well where you can get on there during the live sales, and it's just a fun interactive experience. So I got some stuff from a metaphysical shop because of some spell work that I'm hoping to do in the near future. So I kind of remember what I ordered, but not really, so it'll be a somewhat of a surprise for us both. So let's unbox. Oh, that's right, I got some crystal sand. So this is some clear quartz crystal sand. Hopefully you can see this okay. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. So it's just clear quartz sand, obviously, as it sounds. But what I like to use this for is if I'm making I kind of want to make a jewelry charm. This is probably gonna be in a future vlog, but I'm gonna create a bowl that cleanses and charges my jewelry, but not just in a regular sense, in a sense of I want it to charge in a very specific way. I'll explain it when I get to that vlog, but the clear quartz sand is nice to put in a bowl before you put all your other correspondences in it. I know a lot of people already know this, but clear quartz is excellent for magnifying the other correspondences in a spell, so it just gives it a nice extra boost. Plus, clear quartz is just like charging, cleansing all in one. It's just really, really nice. That is my own opinion, of course. Everybody works differently with different crystals, but clear quartz sand is really nice to throw in any sort of bowl that you're creating for magical purposes. I have no idea what this one is. No idea. Oh my goodness. One thing I really love about this shop is that they package things really, really well. Oh, that's right. They were having a sale on pillar candles, and I really, really needed a black one for shadow season. I'm always running out of black and purple candles. I definitely use those a lot in my practice, and I like these because it's just plain. You can fully customize it to whatever you want. You can drill little holes in there and then dip or drizzle your oils or your herbs or whatever into them. So yeah, just a black pillar candle. I think I know what this one is. Let's see. So this is a red marriage candle. You can see that it's two beings, two people. So most of you know I'm engaged, and we're getting married next year, and we are both very much introverts. We're not even doing a public ceremony or anything. We're doing a very, very private ceremony. I'm not gonna tell you the rest of the ritual because obviously that's very personal and private, but I'm really excited to work with this marriage candle, and with two consenting individuals, you can do some incredible things. And by the way, I really hope that I can eventually do a vlog of my witchy wedding, because I'm not even wearing a white dress or anything. I think I'm gonna wear a black dress, and I really, really want the wedding to be gothic themed. So anyways, okay, so here is some, oh that's right, witch's red salt. I'm gonna use this in our marriage spell as well. So witch's red salt, it says it's used to draw love, romance, affection, and passion into your life. Sprinkle some around your bed, carry some in a sachet, or use it to bless crystals, jewelry, candles, etc. I've never worked with red salt before. I've worked with, you know, white salt, pink salt, and black salt, but never red salt. So I'm really, really excited to experiment with this. But maybe, can you see the color okay? Hopefully. It's not really showing up as red on camera as it is in person, but yeah, red salt, and I think that is it. So let's spend some time decorating. What am I gonna do for the rest of today? I'm gonna decorate. I might do a little bit of pumpkin magic today, but I think the majority of my pumpkin magic is gonna be tomorrow. So a little bit of pumpkin magic. I wanna get a movie marathon going on this evening. So yeah, let's just have a cozy little decorating montage. So I have this really weird cubby in my staircase. I don't even know what else to call it, but all year around I have these Moroccan lamps and then this bike over here. And I was thinking about filling the whole thing with glass pumpkins, but it is pretty high up, so I would have to get a step stool. But let's do a quick before and after. I think it turned out really, really good. I'll show you a close-up. I decided to keep my Moroccan lamps up there because they really kind of went with the theme, but look at these cute little scarecrows. Love Halloween, of course. And then my pumpkins over there. Can't forget our witchy skeleton guardian, of course. Oh, can't forget to add my black obsidian pyramid for protection. Good morning. Today is the last day of me having this house to myself, which I love my family, don't get me wrong, but it's nice as an introvert having this whole quiet, peaceful space. So this morning, I would like to do some pumpkin magic. I did just a little bit yesterday with the offering to Medusa, but I wanted to do a lot more today. I've got some protection magic that I'd like to do with pumpkins. So I want to do that first, and then I'm so excited because it's time. It's time to set up the spooky village. I have been waiting all year to set up the spooky village. So I think I'm gonna do that as well, and I'm gonna sprinkle in some magic into that as well. So pumpkin magic, setting up the spooky village, and I think that will be the final installment of my fall decor for now, at least whatever's going into this vlog. So yeah, let's start with pumpkin magic.
So I have 4 pumpkins here, and pumpkins are excellent in protection and prosperity spells. They have so many different metaphysical properties, but that is what I have personally found the most efficient when working with pumpkins, is either putting them in a protection spell or putting them in a prosperity spell. But today we're kind of focusing all on protection because, again, we're going into shadow season. I really just want this house to be safe and cozy and feel nice and protected and secure and all those things. So we are going to do kind of 2 different protection spells with these pumpkins. And also, I apologize for my ugly finger, if you can see that. I smashed it in a door like a couple weeks ago, and I have been trying to hide this ugly finger in every single video since then, but it is what it is. You're gonna see it regardless. So sorry for my ugly hands, you know, I'm a goblin, whatever. So kind of what my game plan is, I'm not sure if this is actually going to work out the way that I imagine it in my mind, but here's the game plan. I am going to carve out a section from the top of all 3 of these small orange pumpkins, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve out just enough to put a little tea light candle in it, and then I have some return to sender oil, and what I'd like to do is an automatic return to sender spell with these 3 pumpkins, and all of these are going to go on my front porch to kind of help filter the energy that's entering my space. But I want these return to senders right on my front porch. That way, if anything or anyone attempts to send me some energy, first of all, I already have other protections in place for things like that. But second of all, I want this to kind of catch everything at the front door and not let it enter the home. So only things that I want are allowed to enter my space. So I'm going to kind of do like a mini return to sender spell with these 3. And then for this one, I have created a sigil for home protection. And then I am just going to use this as kind of like a generic all around protection pumpkin. I'm going to paint my sigil on it and call it good. I mean, you can continue to paint it and make it look beautiful if you want, but I'm not an artist, so I'm just gonna slap my sigil on there and call it a day. So yeah, let's just do some pumpkin magic. I think I'm gonna start with these ones and then do this one last, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I do not recommend doing what I did here because this was actually way harder than I thought it was going to be. These little pumpkins, their skin or the outside is just so thick. It was really hard to get the knife in there to actually cut the tops off. So it's a miracle that I didn't cut my finger off. Don't do what I did. But, so I've got these pumpkins prepped, and now I'm going to do the spell portion with the tea lights. But I wanted to also say,
Save your seeds. Always save your pumpkin seeds because you can use them in spellwork later on for prosperity or protection. You can also, just make pumpkin seeds out of it and eat them and use them in kitchen witchery. But what I'm going to do with my pumpkin seeds is I'm going to bury a little bit in my garden for prosperity for the next growing season. Obviously, my crop, the garden that I have has died off, and what I like to do is bury pumpkin seeds in the soil as I do some sort of mantra or meditation or chant, whatever you want to call it, but I will do that for a prosperous new year of gardening when it comes around to being the next cycle again. So I will bury these in my garden, and then I'll also, because I have so many seeds here to work with, I'm going to take some of them and sprinkle them around my property as well. And I like to cast sacred space. I also like to bring in my servitor. Most of you already know, but I have a couple different magical entities that I like to work with, and one of the magical entities is a servitor that guards my home. And so what I will do is I will take these pumpkin seeds and walk around my property with my servitor and just kind of give offerings back to the earth, sprinkle these over so we can do a little protection spell as we do it. And yeah, so I definitely want to make use of these as much as I can. So don't throw away your pumpkin seeds. They are so useful for so many things, magically speaking. But okay, let's move on to the spell portion. Let me clean up this disaster. For this Return to Sender spell, I do have some Return to Sender oil, but if you do not have Return to Sender oil, you can just use regular olive oil and push your intention and your energy into this spell. It will still work just fine, but if you want a little bit of extra oomph for something, you can definitely get some Return to Sender oil. I feel like most metaphysical shops carry stuff like this now, but what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to drip a little bit into each pumpkin, and then I'm going to anoint each candle. And as I anoint each candle, I'm going to be chanting and raising energy and pushing my intention into this spell. And you can chant something like, well, I won't share my exact chant because that would be not very smart to share that on the internet, but I do have a generic one here. You can say something along the lines of, I return your malice 3 times 3. You have no hold over me. I send it back to whence it came. Let you wallow in your shame. Let all the harm you wished on me flow back to you, so mote it be. So yeah, that's a really generic Return to Sender spell, and you can chant that as you're raising energy and anointing your candles, which will eventually go inside the pumpkins here. And really, this is just preventative, right? I want this on my front doorstep, so that way when I step into my home, only beneficial things that are in alignment with my highest good are allowed to enter my space. Any negative energy that's attached to me, whether that be a spirit, whether that be malice from another human being, whatever it's from, it's nice to have something at your front doorstep that helps filter those things. So really, the Return to Sender spell is supposed to take those energies that have been sent your way by someone else or something else and bring it back to who originally sent it to you in the first place. So I'm going to spend some time anointing my candles with the oil, raising some energy, and chanting. That's it. The spell is complete. So I will let these candles burn down fully, and I will just kind of recharge and refresh these candles inside these pumpkins with more tea lights and more of the Return to Sender oil throughout the next month or two, however long these pumpkins last. And that's pretty much it. So let's do the white pumpkin now, and we will paint our sigil, set it up on the front porch, and yeah. can see, nothing special, but I've got my sigil on there for home protection, and this should help filter out any additional entities or energies that I do not want in my space. This is the bay window that I'll be putting the Spooky Town on. I do it every year. I'm so excited. It's time. There are 2 white pillar candles that I'm adding to this little spooky town, and I have previously consecrated these candles to be for protection. But not just protection. This village, I actually like having spirits in my space. I don't know about you, but I actually really enjoy having spirits come in as long as they're benevolent and in alignment with my highest good. So this little village is super cute, but it also serves a magical purpose as well, because it's going to be the home for all the magical entities that I'm working with this season. So if I have previously called in an entity into my space and have invited it in, you know, it's welcome to be here. It is welcome to stay in this little village as kind of like its home for the season, if that makes sense. I've done this for a couple years now, and it's been really fun to do. I like the company. I like working with spirits. So if they are wanting to come and hang out and stay in this little spooky town, then I am totally fine with that. There's one more thing to add to this little village before I would consider it complete. I have this little coin, see if I can get the camera to focus, but I consecrated this coin a long time ago for the purpose of working with spirits. So wherever this coin is, if I'm using it in a magical ritual, I use it to bring in spirits that maybe are just passing by, just want to say hello. I did put the restrictions on there that they, again, must be benevolent. They must be in alignment with my highest good. I definitely don't want any trickster spirits in my home or anything that has ill intent. But for good, friendly spirits that just want to stop by and say hi, this is my invitation to them. So I'm going to add this coin to my village, and then the village is complete. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being here with me this weekend. These types of videos are so fun to do, and I hope that maybe some of this inspired you to do your own, protection magic routines. I did do a whole video on protection magic, so I'm gonna link that in the description box below. It actually goes into, how to do it, blah, 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 whatever. This was me just kind of showing you what I like to do at the start of shadow season, or at least what I'm doing this year. It kind of changes a little bit each year, and this is also in addition to the other protection magic practices that I have outlined in that other video. But I hope it gives you some inspiration. I'm really excited because it's officially the season of the witch. We are going to shadow season, working with spirits a little bit more, starting to go into the dark, colder months. I want to wish you all a happy shadow season, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.